I'm a nut, I'm a nut. My life, it never gets in a rut. See, the head on my shoulders is kind of loose, and I don't have the sense God gave the goose. You know that I'm not crazy. Well, you know that I'm not lazy. You know that I'm not crazy. And I'm a nut, I'm a nut, I'm a nut, I'm a nut. Don't you know that I'm a nut? Woo!
Thank you so much. Welcome back. You know, folks, I'm originally from Florida, a little town called Newberry, Florida. I actually attended the University of Florida. They said, Travis, you come to school here 4 years and we'll make you a CPA, and I went there 5 years and they made me a sophomore. This is what I sang for my mother on her 89th birthday. When I was just a little boy, well, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome or will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. No. But you know what? If it weren't for men, there'd be no women. And we don't get credit for that, because the first man to ever walk the face of the earth, Adam, was lonely. And God looked down and saw his loneliness and said, he needs a mate. He needs a woman. And in order to create the first woman, God put Adam into a deep slumber. And he reached into his body to form the first woman. And he pulled out a rib. Not a normal rib. Not an ordinary rib. God chose the most important rib in the man's body. The one that goes right around here and holds the stomach in. It's amazing to see people been together 69, 70 years that are still in love. We did a show the other night and we were talking about this. Some lady said, we've been married 71 years. And I said, ma'am, what is the key to being married to someone 71 years? And this precious little lady stood up and said, don't die. And that's number one. Now, ladies, if you've been married to somebody 25, 30, 40 years and they won't talk to you, don't call Dr. Phil. Don't have a drink. Don't see a shrink. Just leave a home pregnancy test lying around. Oh, there'll be a conversation. On this Valentine's Day, spice up your life with something special. Get the woman you love something sure to put passion back in your life from Pajamagram, the hoodie-footy snuggle suit. He's got feet. And she steps into it, and she zips it all the way up, and it flips over on the top of her head, and she cinches it up around her neck. I'm thinking they might as well call it the hanky-panky no thanky. I mean, you can fly fish and get amorous at the same time with this thing. And it's like bedding down with Elmer Fudd. On this, and I clicked on an article from a professor at a university. It could have been Harvard, and he had an interesting theory. He said not only are our teenagers getting heavier, but their posture is changing. Instead of walking upright, they're starting to slouch and walk like this. And he said it was something he feared that was called reverse evolution. And it concerned me. And I wanted to get to the bottom of it. I was up in Minnesota the other day at the Mall of America. And I got behind a herd of teenage boys. And there they were. And so I filed in behind them, and I got even lower so I could study them. And after about 3 steps, I realized, well, this is not reverse evolution. Shoot, that's the only way you can possibly walk when the top to your pants is down here around your knees. And your underwear is pulled up under your armpits like you're going duck hunting, for heaven's sakes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be riding 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be riding 6 white horses. She'll be riding 6 white horses. I'm a little boy. I'm thinking, how big is this woman's butt? Dude, it's like J-Lo riding 6 white horses when she comes. Oprah riding 6 white horses. It's sad for me to see people that have been overserved with the Native American fire water. After my show up there, my wife and I got on the elevator, and this little lady got on with us, and I think she'd been overserved. Sweet little lady. And she looked over at me and she said, do you think you could help me find my room? I said, I'll try. So the elevator doors went up, and we got off on the floor. I got on one arm, my wife got on the other, and We started walking down the hall, and after a few steps, she looked over at me and she said, You're passionate. I said, actually, what I am is trying to help you, ma'am. That's exactly what I am. And we walked a few more steps, and she looked over at me and she said, You are really passionate. I said, no, ma'am, I'm just trying to help you. I said, by the way, where is your room? She said, I've been trying to tell you, you're passionate. But I stood there and I never let it show, 'cause he can never answer yes or no. Here we go. Talk about poor old Elijah. He said, iPhone? I went, no, my phone. You got a phone. I need one, man. He said, would you like a smartphone? I said, look at me. I said, all I want you to do is sell me a small portable device where I can punch in a series of numbers and speak to another human being. Can you do that? He said, sir, you need smoke signals. I said, forget it. He says, no. He said, I'm just trying to put you into the right phone. Can I ask you a couple of more questions? I said, if it'll help me get a phone, what is it? He said, Mr. Travis, he said, do you and your wife like to Twitter? I said, excuse me? He said, you and your wife tweet. I said, yeah, usually on Friday nights, but what does that got to do with a phone? There was a big campaign back when the Clintons were in office. It was called, It Takes a Village to Raise a Child. And then the Bushes came into office, and it was No Child Left Behind. And now the Obamas are in office, and it's No Child with a Big Behind. I'm awful. We got too much intrusion in our life. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm trying to get on a plane yesterday, coming from Nashville up here to get, and these, you know, this sequester with these TSA guys, they may have gotten rid of some, but the ones we've got like their job. I mean, they're feeling me all over, and I'm all for airline security, but when a man feels me all over, looks up and winks and says, now you do me. I mean, where does it end? I'm a nut. My life, it never gets in a rut. See, the head on my shoulders is kind of loose, and I don't have a sense God gave a goose. You know that I'm not crazy, but I'm a nut. Now, I don't go to the gym because I'm not in the weights. I don't need a personal trainer to work me out each day, but I like to take a good long walk and then have a toddy. I figure if God wanted me to bend down and touch my toes, he'd have put them higher on my body. Ooh, I'm a nut. My life, it never gets in a rut. See, the head on my shoulders is kind of loose, and I don't have the sense God gave a goose. You know that I'm not crazy. Well, you know that I'm not lazy. You know that I'm not crazy. And I'm a nut. Don't you know that I'm a nut? Woo!